and it has to start this season. And Howie's already said it, and I don't think he's going to deter from that mindset, because there's holes at edge and safety, and from their perspective, and I don't necessarily agree with them. They don't think there's a biggest hole at safety as other people do. They think Michael Carter can play safety. I don't know why, but they think he can. Edge, I mean, they're top.
With Carter, Epps, and then the safety blanket of Cooper DeJean. Could they be right? I mean, obviously.
Well, Cooper can play anywhere.
That's what I mean. So I wonder if they think, all right, between those three guys, now you'd have to move Cooper out of the slot, which I don't think they'll do. But between Epps, between Carter, with the blanket of DeJean and base, if they go that route, maybe they feel more confident in that position.
Maybe Cooper's presence makes them feel more comfortable. That's possible. But yeah, the aspect of edge, I mean, their top priority was Jalen Phillips for a reason. They didn't get it done. They haven't been able to replace him. So, I mean, they've highlighted that, how important it is to them. And I don't see many avenues. Now, again, Howie's got a whole staff. There's probably guys he's trying to trade for that we don't even know, that he thinks have some upside that could turn into a big-time edge rusher. So, I mean, they're going to address it. And if they have to address it in the draft, like
where else on offense, John? You think they like? Do you think a running back in around like 4, maybe, or 5 is?
Yeah, I mean, day 3 is anything on the table. Right. Day 3 is like just.
I'll take Nick Singleton for all the Penn State truthers out there. I'll take Nick Singleton in round 4. I like that kid.
It's a really poor running back draft, I think, with the exception of the 2 Notre Dame kids, which is bizarre. The 2 best running backs in the class are from the same school.
Yeah, Jeremiyah Love and Jadarian Price.
Yeah. And Love is just, I mean, he's a top 5 player for me. I don't
crazy, John. Price. I think Price is being slept on because of how good Love is, but Price is pretty damn good too.
If you need a running back, I'd take Jadarian Price.
Yeah.
Even in the bottom of the first round, I take him.
He's a stud. Telling you.
Everybody else, the kid from Washington's pretty good. Singleton's pretty good. Emmett Johnson's pretty good. I heard some good things about Damon Claiborne, but
he's the Wake Forest kid. Is that the Wake Forest? Yeah, I heard about him.
And the other kid from Penn State.
Yeah, Katron Allen is the other Penn State.
They sort of have a poor man's Notre Dame setup. They got 2 good backs. So you can get some guys with some talent on day 3. That's where I focus on running back. And I do think the Eagles will take a running back, even though they draft proofed it with Dameon Pierce. They don't have to. They've done a pretty good job draft proofing the roster, with the exception of edge. It's the one lone, probably would like a little bit more experience depth on the offensive line.
Yeah. Too. What about Mike Washington? That's the Arkansas back. He's a pretty good player too. Really fast, fucking crazy good speed and shit. He's athletic.
Well, what I like about him is he's big, so he could be a feature back.
Yeah, he's like 230, I think.
If everything works out, because you got to be careful with these guys who are 185 pounds. I mean, they're not going to be able to handle a lot of touches.
Right.
So anytime I see somebody as big as him, I go, all right, if this guy could be, a feature back, and handle the workload. So, but I don't know how he is catching the ball and things like that. I assume pass protection. I assume every running back can't pass protect, because none of them can, because they're not asked to do it at the college level that much, which is another thing about Love. He can pass protect, to the point he's not going to embarrass himself.
Right.
I mean, he's the best running back prospect since Bijan. And he, you know what the biggest problem with Jeremiyah Love is? He hurdles people too much. He's going to get hurt.
Yeah, right. Gonna get himself hurt.
Yeah.
But when that's your biggest problem, that's a good problem. Hey, Jeremiah, stop fucking hurdling people.
But yeah, and I never advocate taking running backs at the top of the draft because you're usually a bad team and you're not ready for them. And he's probably going to go to Tennessee or the Giants, and he's going to go to a bad team, and maybe it struggle for a while. But if anybody can overcome it, it's him.
You think they double dip on offensive line in the first 4 picks?
Potentially. Because they need a guard and a tackle. That's why I say don't sleep on Vega. Penn State kid, because they can't count on. I think it's becoming very clear they can't count on Landon Dickerson long term.
What do you think the most important traits of an offensive lineman are in this new scheme? Like you keep saying Proctor is the old Eagles. Well, what's the new, like, is it pass protection? Is it run protection? Is it athleticism?
Movement. Yeah, it's movement.
Okay,
it's
so that's where you love Blake Miller, I assume. Obviously, he's very athletic.
Yes. Yeah. And Monroe Freeling.
Monroe Freeling's awesome, but we all know he's not coming here.
That's why I think there's certain guys like Proctor. I wouldn't have moved off Proctor this whole draft season. If
how come we haven't mentioned Caleb Lomu? He's really athletic too.
I mean, I've mentioned him a little bit.
A little bit. You haven't not mentioned him, but it doesn't seem to be one of the names.
It hasn't popped on my radar from people I've talked to.
Okay,
it could be, could be wrong. There's, and then when you look at the interior guys, it's pretty deep in the second, third round. Because guard is interesting because nobody wants to take guards too early unless you're Vega or Quentin Nelson back in the day or something like that.
Right. Got to be really good.
So those guys tend to get pushed down a little bit. So you have Dunker, the kid you mentioned from Iowa. You have.
I love him, but he's probably not the right fit. He's really good in the run game. He's big and he's beastly. I don't know if he's the right fit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Pretty athletic.
Well, they're all athletic, but are you athletic compared to that's where I think Miller and Freeling set themselves apart.
Right.
It's like they're all athletic now because they all train for the drills, and we've talked about that. So, but there's a lot of guys, and there's a couple of them, and you mentioned with Dunker, like he's a Stoutland guy. I agree.
Yeah.
Billy Schruth is a Stoutland guy. Like he's just a big, powerful dude who moves people. Would be a great third round
name guy, Billy Schruth. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a great third down pick for Jeff Stoutland. I don't even think they look at him. And then now that things have shifted.
I'm surprised you're not hearing anything on Caleb Lomu. I've seen him fall on a lot of mocks, and I mean, really good pass protection, really good athleticism. I mean, 6'6", 315.
Well, early, maybe, I think he's fallen a little bit, That's what early you saw he was at the top of a lot.
Yeah, he was way at the top, right?
That's what I talk about, the lag all the time. I just don't get the same buzz with him. And I usually talking to NFL people. I'm not talking to draft people. And maybe part of it is that Fan is so good he got lost in the shuffle. Could be a lot of different things. And they could like him. I'll get it, I tend to talk to the guy I trust the most late as we get closer to the process. And his name might pop up. You never know. But right now, and a lot of it is just, listening to them talk and listening to Howie talk. And they certainly are intimating that athleticism and the ability to get out. Because remember, it's essentially You need good vertical movement. You gotta be able to